Months ago, we started talking about red flags, 35 of them. And then we spent 8 weeks flipping the script and talking about what a good man and relationship actually looks like. The green flags, what to walk towards instead of what to walk away from. And today we're closing the flag chapter. So I'm not sharing another story or another teaching framework, but I do want to share, but I want you to walk away knowing after everything that we've covered together. So here we go. This wasn't really a series about red flags and green flags. The bottom line is that it was a series about you, about learning to trust what you see instead of explaining it away, about raising your standards, not because somebody told you to, but because you finally believe that you deserve it, about understanding that the patterns you keep experiencing in relationships aren't bad luck. They're information, useful information you can do something with. Every flag we talked about, red or green, was just a mirror. It was showing you what you've been accepting, what you've been missing, and what's possible when you do some work on yourself and refuse to settle. If you take nothing else from this series, I want you to take away these three things. First, your gut isn't the problem, and it never was the problem. All those times you ignored it, explained it away, or talked yourself out of what you already knew deep down inside, that wasn't a weakness. It was conditioning, and conditioning is something you can unlearn. Two, the flags don't lie, not the red ones and not the green ones. Like I always say, if you want to know how somebody feels about you, watch their actions, not their words. What a person shows you consistently over time is who they are, not who they are on their worst day, not who they could be if they just did some work too, but who they are. So don't ignore the behavior, believe it. And third, your best relationship really does start with you. Not if you find the right person or if you have the perfect dating profile or using the right app or if you live in the right city or a big enough city, with you, with the work you do on yourself, with the standards you're willing to have, and with the woman you're becoming. You're already doing that. The fact that you're here watching or listening tells me that. Now, I know some of you have been patient with me through a lot of personal stories and inner work content, and I really love and appreciate you for that. But now let's talk about the practical stuff. We're going to talk about that too. So that's exactly what we're talking about next. We're talking about dating advice, real, specific, practical guidance for women over 50 who are actually out there doing this, or want to be, or are thinking about it, navigating apps, going on first dates, figuring out what to say and exactly what you're looking for, learning how to spot the right person faster and waste a lot less time on the wrong ones and more. So you're not banging your head against the wall like I used to. Inner work and practical strategy, both, because both are important and you need both. So I'm excited about the topics coming up and I can't wait to share them with you. And I also want to share something I've been building that I'm super excited about. Later this summer, I'm launching the Becoming Her Sisterhood. It's a membership community for women over 50 who are done doing this alone. And the reason I'm doing this, besides it being something I'm extremely passionate about, is because after everything we've talked about when it comes to red and green flags, doing this work is better when we do it together. Having women around you who get it, who are in the same season of their life and trying to balance it all, dating with the other important things and other people that are in their lives, wondering if what they're experiencing is normal, that changes everything. Becoming Her Sisterhood is going to be that community, a place to go deeper, get support, and be surrounded by women who are choosing themselves and choosing to show up. The waitlist is open now, and the link is in the comments. So if any part of any part of what we talked about over the last few months has resonated with you, I want you to get on the list. There's no pressure or commitment just to be on the wait list. It's just so you can make sure that you get all the details when it's ready to go, which will be very soon. That way, you can decide if you want to be a part of it. It's going to be something really special. I can feel it. And before I sign off, if you haven't already grabbed my free guide, I want you to do that today. It's called Five Lies Women Over 50 Believe About Love and the Truth That Changes Everything. Because sometimes the biggest thing standing between you and the relationship you want isn't the dating pool or your age or your past. It's a story you've been telling yourself that isn't even true. This guide goes to the heart of those stories. So type guide in the comments and I'll get it to you. It's free and it's definitely worth your time. And the last thing for today, I just want to share something with you before I go. I started this channel almost 6 months ago. And I'll be honest with you, video has always been way outside my comfort zone. Still is sometimes. But every time I sit down to film, something changes because it doesn't feel like talking to a camera anymore. It feels like I'm sitting and talking to my friends. And that's because of you. So if you've been watching from the beginning, thank you. If you found me somewhere in the middle of the red flag series or the green flag series, which I did so we could have some honest conversation about what it actually takes to find the real love after 50, thank you. You can always go back if you need some reminders. If you've watched, commented, shared, or just quietly showed up week after week, thank you. Those comments mean the world to me, and they remind me of why I do this work. It really shouldn't take anybody as long as it took me to find my best friend and my husband, unless you want it to. So, what do you want to hear about next? We're heading into practical dating advice, real conversations about what it takes to date intentionally when you're 50 plus. But I want to know what's on your mind. What questions are you sitting with? What would help you the most right now? So, drop those in the comments too, because your answers are going to shape what we do next. Remember, you are not behind. You have not missed your chance. You are not too old, too complicated, too divorced, too anything. You are a woman who is choosing herself. And that, my friends, that is where every great love story starts, because your best relationship starts with you. It always has. I'll see you next week with something new. And don't forget, type guide in the comments for your free guide. And the waitlist link for the Becoming Her Sisterhood is right below it. I'll see you next time.